I'm
Okay.
here to talk about the landslide early warning and mitigation in Thailand. My name is Tinnakorn Tatong. I'm the Inspector General of Department of Mineral Resources of Thailand under Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment. Let me introduce our office a little bit. My office is called Department of Mineral Resources, or DMR. You might have a question why we are working with geohazard, what dealing with mineral resources. The DMR, or Department of Mineral Resources, is equal to Geological Survey of Thailand. Currently, we are working in the three main activity, that is mineral management, the second geoconservation, and the third one geohazard. We are studying research, develop, and public knowledge and data about geohazards, that is earthquake, tsunami, landslide, and sinkhole. We also set criteria for geohazard standard for Thailand and propose policy and measurement for geohazard mitigation for our government. Let me show you the global situation. For the global fatal landslide occurred from 2004 to 2016. You can see the backdrop in the ASEAN, in the Asia, is quite a lot of backdrop. That means we have many landslides in our area, and it's a little bit difficult to see this. If we look into, if we change into color, you can see in Thailand and Bangladesh, we are in the same level, and also Laos, Cambodia, Myanmar, we are in the same level. It's about 50 to 100 landslide at that time. And if you have a look in total disaster event in the global, also, you can see that drought, earthquake, extreme temperature, flood, landslide, mass movement, storm, volcanic, and wildfire. The topic that we talk today, ranking in number fifth, landslide. The first one is flooding, and the second is storm. The third one is earthquake. Fourth one is extreme temperature, and the fifth one, the fifth level is landslide that we are talking today for the global. But if you have a look in the number of 10 year, last 10 year and 10 year before, the number is bigger for the last 10 year. Even in Thailand, we also have more problem with landslide at the present day. We think that's because of climate change. And the second reason, because more people move to the disaster area or move to the risk area. That is the reason why the number of total disaster event is bigger. When we are talk about landslide, we have to make clear we are talk the same thing. In Thailand, we we include landslide area and the affected area in together. It's also the debit flow and debit flood area. The landslide affected area in Thailand, we are talking about this zone and this zone also. Some country they are talking only landslide area in the mountainous area, but we are also talking about a landslide affected area in the foot of mountainous area also, or outside my mountainous area also. And I will show you a large landslide event in Thailand. We collect the data from 1988, long time ago, that is 40 years ago. It started in the southern part of Thailand, and then it's occurred throughout Thailand, everywhere. 2005, 2006, 9, 2011, until now, 2018, the last one, the big one in the northern part of Thailand. You can see that it's over the whole of Thailand. This is the big landslide in the southern part of Thailand, in Nakhon Sri Thammarat province, 1988. In that event, it killed more than 200 people, and 1,500 houses were totally damaged. The total damage cost is around 1,000 million baht. This area before that is a village area, but after landslide, it left only one building. All of houses are gone. These are in the northern part of Thailand also. It occurred in 2001. This area is quite far from the mountainous area. The landslide occurred in the mountainous area and mixed with water. The soil and rock sand mixed with water and come to the village outside the mountainous area and destroy everything you can see. In that event, there were 136 casualties, and the total damage cost is around 600 million baht. This is in the northern part of Thailand also in 2006. You can see there are plenty landslide scars in the mountainous area. And then this landslide debit mixed with water and come to the valley and destroy everything. At that time, 83 people were killed and 600 houses were destroyed. The total damage cost is around 300 million baht. This is a landslide in the southern part of Thailand. It caused really high damage, 1,000 million baht, but the casualty only 14 casualty. Before that, this is a village, but after landslide, everything disappeared. Nothing left in this area. This is the large landslide in 2018. I show this because more people move to the landslide risk area. You can see the house go to the village. The people go to the forest area and stay there. This is a big problem in Thailand, and when landslide occur, it's very difficult to help them in the forest area. In Thailand, when we are working with landslide, we prepare landslide early warning system in 4 steps. First, we are pointing target area by mapping landslide. We mapping landslide susceptibility and risk map. The second, we realizing awareness and establishing the landslide watch network in the local areas. We also installing instruments and tools. And the last one, we supporting landslide relevant information to the networks that include local people and relevant agency. Let me go into detail of each step. For the first step, pointing target area, we mapping landslide susceptibility map for the whole country. And we found that there are 18,315 villages are located in the landslide prone area. This number is quite a big number for management. We also map a susceptibility map in a detail for sub-district area. We show the level of susceptibility in the color red, yellow, and green. You might ask what we are doing this by. How can we do this? This is a very difficult for me to explain, but this job done by our colleague. She told me that she used the landslide susceptibility method model. She calls statistical method and bivariate analysis. By using 7 factors for the mapping, that are elevation, slope, aspect, for direction, lithology, land use, and structure. That is geological structure. These are another map that we call landslide risk map in 1 to 10,000 scale. This map shows the affected area of landslide in the brown area. Before map, we show the landslide prone area, and this map we show the affected area is different a little bit. This we get it for mathematical model into mathematical model. In the mountainous area, we use flood hazard model, and in the floodplain, we use Hadlock model. The 2 map we just use it as a data to talk with the people or to talk with the local people, and then we also do a mapping with the local people or compiling we call a villager version or easy version that the local people can understand. This is very important because the 2 map is very difficult to people to understand. But this map, we and the villager do mapping it together, and you can see that we can see the house in the area, the road in the area, and we can decide where is the rich house. The yellow one is not too high rich. The green one is safe house, something like that. We also decide the evacuation route to the safe place. This is very easily for villager, but it's not for technical people. They say that it's not in the standard or something like that. But for the villager, they like it. When we get that map, we go to the village. We go to the list area. For example, in this catchment area, we group all this village together, and then we investigating rich. We also have a meeting with them, and teach them about landslide. The important thing that we teach is size of landslide. For example, heavy rain, lumber sound in the mountainous area, change of the water level in the stream rapidly, color of water in stream change to soil color. This is very important information that villagers have to know before landslide is coming. If they see all of these things, they have to do something for their village. We also show them where is the least area. For example, narrow MoNRE, go to slope, have a crack or landslide sky in upstream of their village, and usually flash flood occur in this area, something like that. That's area really risky area. And then we also work together with them to compiling their own early warning and evacuation plan. If something happens, they have to do something. We have to move, something like that. Or heads of the village have to do something to inform their villagers, something like that. Make a plan. We are also installing simple linkage in the village. Normally, we give them 1 or 2 simple linkage for each village, like this. This is very useful for them. And this one, we don't have a license. You can make a copy, or every country can make a copy for this simple language, and it is very easy to make it, even in Thailand, and it's very cheap for this language. We also ask them to search for appropriate observation site and safety place for evacuation. We are working together with local people, and also installing simple benchmark for monitoring water level, but the color is wrong in order. It should be red, orange, or yellow and green, but it's wrong order. But it's okay, they can understand, local people can understand that if it in the red color, they have to do something like that. But now our network or our local people, they can invent or make water level gauge by themselves. It is very easy instrument for them, something like that. They can make this instrument by themselves, and they can install in the river to check the water level, and this box can make alarm when the water level is high until it's in the dangerous level. He also can produce the inclinometer, a simple inclinometer. He put this cylinder into a slope, and if the cylinder is falling, some signal will send to his home, something like that. He is very clever villager. He can do something by himself. The network will only be at the observatory site. Our network will working only the heavy lens is coming. They are not working every day. It's if the heavy lens is coming, they will working. Presently, we have 55,000 volunteer or network working as our networks in 54 provinces. Cover all landslide risk area in Thailand. This is the flow chart or the working of the network. It's starting from our office here, DMR. When heavy rain is coming or typhoon, cyclone is coming, DMR will issue watch bulletin, watch information to network, to the heads of the village, to the mayor of sub-district, to municipality, and to relevant agency. We are keep or distribute watch bulletin when heavy rain is coming. Then our network will monitor two things that I show you. The first thing, they will monitor rainfall. And the second thing, they will monitor steam level, water level in the steam, and the size of landslide. If something happen, our network will send the signal of information to the head of the village, and then the head of the village will issue warning by to the village speaker or the siren in their village. The information, the head of the village also send information to downstream village. This is very important. And then he also telephone to the head or the mayor of municipality to get help, because the municipality or the Tambon administration office, they have search and rescue team, so they can come to help village in the landslide harm. And also relevant agency can come to help the village. This is the flow chart that they are working in the village. This just for one village, this flow chart. DMR also installing automatic rain gauge and also inclinometer, automatic rain gauge, and piezometer like this. This is we also install the high technology instrument. We also have we call dynamic susceptibility map that we work together with Kasetsart University. This is some kind of it's changing the color with time. When the heavy rain coming, is will monitoring and changing the color and warning us, something like that. Help us to make a decision to issue a watch bulletin. This modeling, we also have this in our department. It's some kind of modeling. We also set up geohazard operation center. This center will support information to our network and relevant agency, because this center will catering all information from many offices in Thailand. We also get data from ThaiMed if something happen. For example, the cyclone that come from the west of Thailand, or the typhoon is come from east of Thailand, and the heavy rain is somewhere in Thailand. We got data from radar from ThaiMed, something like this, our office. This is one. Also, we got from Thai Meteorological Department, the heavy rainfall is coming to Thailand or something like this. When we send that watch bulletin to the local area, we also get the real-time data from our network in the local area or in the risk area. It's still heavy rain, have a sign of landslide, flash flood, high water level, something like this. And we also can inform the downstream village, the next village that will flooding. If landslide occur or something happen, or heavy rain is still in the risk area, we Department of Mineral Resources by Geo has Operation Center will disseminate watch bulletin to relevant agency. We send this bulletin to Government Response Center, National Disaster Warning Center, Office of National Water Resources, Disaster Prevention and Mitigation Regional Center, Chief of Province and District, and also to our network in the local area, television and radio, we send to everywhere. And this is flow chart of our department working. We are here, Geohazard Operation Center, DMR. We got data, we get data from our network in the risk area. We get data from Department of Prevention and Mitigation, Office of National Water Resources, and also we get data from Thai Meteorological Department and relevant agency. And then we also distribute our information to them and media, and also to the local area. And this is the work of our office. When we have a system, we also test our system by a drill. We do all the process for monitoring, send watch information, watch bulletin, then the village send warning, have evacuation, and finally search and rescue, something like this. We do all this all level in the drill, in one drill, to see the performance and what is the problem. It's very important. And I think this is the last slide. This is statistic of the damage. You can see from 1988, the landslide occurred in the southern part of Thailand, 230 casualties. And the last one, until the last one, 2018 and 2019 that we have casualty too. And 2020 until now is 0. We still keep 0 for casualty. But the damage, total damage cost, you can see is go up, go down, and then go up, and then go down. Why? Because we cannot, we can move only people and some property, but house and so on, some property we cannot move, so it's have some damage cost. But we will try in the future that we will decrease this number of total damage cost to be 0 as the casualty. That is very important. We also introduce another new project to do that in the future. We try to make our best in the future. So thank you for your attention. If you have a question, you can ask now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Inspector General Tinnakorn Tatong. My name is CIRDAP Virapat, Director General of CIRDAP. Very pleased to welcome you again. Sorry for delay in coming. I think it's very interesting presentation because I used to work with Inspector Tinnakorn during the establishment of the National Disaster Warning Center. And during that time, the Department of Mineral Resources take the lead role to develop the network of volunteer for prevention on the landslide disaster. And I could see that during the last almost 18 years, the DMR has developed such significant disaster risk reduction for Thailand. And I have shared your strategy to Bangladesh a few years ago. However, we need also to exchange this kind of system to country in South Asia, I think mostly because the landsliding is a rather important disaster. And I could see that the simple technology can be used to mitigate and to reduce risk, especially when you present the use of plastic cylinder as the rain gauge. I have 2 of them. I brought 2 of them with me everywhere to show that this simple cylinder can save life of people. However, to create the network is very interesting, and I think that participant can ask number of questions regarding your network system, in which I understand that it's very it's a localized operation and the standard operation procedure that develop in different places will be different. And this is the simple method and procedure that can be established for different places. So now I like to ask for other questions from the audience, please.
Okay. Okay, please,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ponchai.
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Can you stop your slide?
Ambassador, Excellency Ambassador Ponchai, Secretary
Yes.
General of Asia Cooperation Dialogue, based in Kuwait.
Okay.
Well,
Yes.
yes. Good afternoon or good evening. Thank you very much, Inspector General, for the presentation. It's quite comprehensive. I do have a few questions to ask. First and foremost, as a layman, would it be possible to convince villagers or people in the area to probably evacuate from that area voluntarily? So because it's a matter of life and death, and even though we may have effective preventive measures, but still it may not be in time to evacuate them. So if we could do so, maybe from time to time, so that that risk areas would be free from people. That's my point. This is one, because to relocate people may be definitely costly, and I'm sure that any government cannot afford it. That's my first question. The second question is, even though we may have an early warning system in place, but still, and of course with some kind of disclaimer, but still the government maybe, or the person in charge of the early warning center may have to take risk in making such early warning, because there might be some kind of error, of course unintentionally, and based on statistics or whatsoever, then what do you think that can be prevented or maybe remedied? That's another point which may be a little technical. The other one is about the how often do you have evacuation drills for people in the area, so that they would not be panic and probably follow closely instructions of officials? So these are my three questions. If you could, please, Inspector General.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your question. For the first question, it is very interesting. You might ask why we don't distribute warning bulletin. That is the question. If you know, landslide is very local disaster. It occurs only one village, two village, or three villages. It's not a big area. And then, if we issue warning bulletin, they have to do something. Then, for example, evacuation for the province, something like that, is impossible to evacuation in the whole province. But our trick is that give us send watch bulletin. When we send watch bulletin, the local people in the province, the whole province, or the municipality, we call Tambon administration, something like that, can action something when we send watch bulletin, they have to monitor two things: rainfall and steam level. And then if they have sign of landslide in upstream, the people catch a sign of landslide upstream, the heads of village can issue warning only in their village, and then they can move their people only the least house, not the whole village, only some part of the village that we have a map already that I show you. Only some part of the village, not the whole village, because a big problem if we move the whole village. Only somehow that we have to move them to the safe place. I will show you the map. This one, you can see, they will move only the red house and yellow house to the safe place here, not the whole village, only some house. Depend on them. They move only that through this evacuation route to the safe place here. In Thailand, it may be school or the temple, safe place, something like that. And this system works really well because when we send watch bulletin and they working in the area and then something happen, they issue warning for their village. And you might ask, do they have power or can do that? Or the heads of the village can do that? In Thailand, according to law, the office, the local office can do that, but they can give the job to the heads of the village to do the warning. You can send the office can send warning, but only the big area is not good. It's not good. If you send warning, the area have to do something. But if they don't do, that is your warning is a forewarning. Or if they don't have they don't have landslide, then your warning is forewarning. It's very dangerous, and they don't believe you. Later on, it's very important. And this is the trick of this warning. The second question: why the central office didn't send a warning bulletin? Yes, in Thailand we have many office send warning bulletin. ThaiMet also distribute a warning bulletin for weather. I think Thai National Warning Center also send bulletin that they use our information to send to the local people, to the province. The prevention and mitigation department also send warning bulletin, I think, to the province level. But our office don't send that because we think it's very dangerous, and landslide is very local events. Is that clear, or can I answer that question?
SG Inspector General Tinnakorn, could you please let me share slide, please? Can I share screen, please?
Okay,
I
okay.
help you for the second question.
Okay, let me stop share screen.
Do you see this?
Yes, yes, yes.
Could you please explain to Excellency Ambassador Ponchai on how you make use of this rain gauge? Because this is a kind of indicator for your standard operation procedure at the local level.
This blanket we distribute to the local. It's very simple too and cheap one. Before that, the people ask them why DMR don't register license for this linkage. Our director said that no, this cylinder is for people everywhere for the world. You can make a copy for this side, for this linkage. You can make a copy. You get one and make copy for your people. And it's very easy to use it. In Thailand, we have 4 colors. The blue one is step. The green one, you have to monitor something. The green one is 50 to 100 millimeter per day. And if above 100 millimeter per day, that's we call heavy rain. You have to prepare for evacuation. And if it's higher than 150, you have to evacuation to the safety place. But this will do by themselves. The villager will do by themselves. We just keep this cylinder to them. They also have to monitor the water level in the stream also. Sometimes in the early of rainy season, even 200, but something not happen. If the catchment is really die in the early of the season. But if something happen, for example, you hear the sign of the landslide, the rumbling sound in the mountainous area, the water in the river change very rapidly or higher, very rapidly, color is change. The tree is coming with water, something like that. You have to evacuation. Their people. It's okay.
Yeah, I have a question. When you are establish the network in different villages, and you set up the volunteers, you mentioned 45,000 volunteers.
Yes.
In 54 provinces of Thailand. You spend almost 15 years to establish this number. If we would like to establish the same in Bangladesh, huge tracts, and in India, in Pakistan, high land area, what do you suggest? The first thing to do?
The first thing to do is to mapping the target area, because you have to decrease your work.
Right.
Not the whole country. You have to point out where is the risk area. Mapping is very important.
Risk mapping.
Yeah. Where is the risky area? Or the most risky area they have to help for the first time. It might be 10 or maybe 100 village, something like that. Not you have to
just
plan
to have a pilot area.
Yes, something like that. The target area that you need to work mapping. Second, you go there together with your people and ask them to to help together. In Thailand, when something happened, the landslide happened, we told the village frankly that heavy rain is coming, telephone is broken, telephone don't have signal, electricity cut off, the roads is cut off, even helicopter cannot come to help them. They have to help each other in that village. They have to survive more, sometime 1 or 2 days before our government office can come to help them. That is very frankly speaking.
Okay. Excellency Ponchai raised his hand for questions. Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. Sorry, just a quick remark regarding that device or equipment, whatever you call. I think even though I recognize the generosity of the DG of the Department of Mineral Resources, but still, I would suggest that you consult closely with the Department of Intellectual Property, because it could be patented or copyrighted, so that that device has its value, and whether you can give it to anyone for free is another matter. At least make sure that the name of the department is recognized and valued, because in some cases, if people don't see its value, then it's just nothing. But if they see that, oh, it has some value or meaningful, then they will kind of pay much attention. And this is another way to promote how you call it, public awareness, or even sense of responsibility for evacuation and risk reduction. Thank you very much. Sorry about that.
Excellency, do you mean that rain gauge in particular, or?
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yes, that's rain gauge.
You mean this
Yes.
one, right?
Yes, that one.
This one, I know that I got 2 for free, but I was informed that it cost 500 baht each. In fact,
before that 500 baht, but now I think it's more.
It's more now.
It's
okay.
more.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
more.
but yes, right. The point is to make sure that the name of the department is recognized and registered. Whether you give it for free or whether you might not want to cost any intellectual property rights, that's another issue. But make sure that it's you have your ownership. That's all. Thank you.
I think that maybe you need to register through the Department of Trademark of the Ministry of Commerce, maybe.
We also discussed it. If we have a license for this, then when we distribute it, is a little bit difficult. According to license, but I will study the phone or corn of the license. But at this moment, there is no license for this instrument, so you can make a copy. But don't put our logo, department logo. You can put your logo on the cylinder.
Oh, in fact, I want your logo. I want your logo on anywhere in the world,
Yes,
so that
yes.
it's known. It's known that it's from Thailand, and it's the kind of contribution from the kingdom. That's all. Better consult it with the Department of Intellectual Property, Ministry of
Intellectual.
Commerce.
Yeah.
Intellectual property.
Intellectual. Yes, I think I agree with Ambassador also on this. Yeah. Okay, any more suggestion and questions, please? I saw that we have, yeah.
So there is a question in chat box, like in recent year, in many Asian countries, earthquakes takes places. Is there any early warning system or any way that people will know about the earthquake before its occurrence, mainly in the rural area? I mean, the person wants to know any early warning system or any way people will know about the earthquake before its occurrence. Is there any?
Can Inspector General answer that?
Yes. Okay.
You mean early warning for earthquake? Or?
Yes, yes, or any other way that people will know about the earthquake before its occurrence.
At the earthquake in Thailand, we also have a problem with early warning because at this moment we cannot issue a warning for earthquake. We also only prepare for earthquake. We have a map for the list area and ask them to prepare something when they have when they construct house. They have to put more a strength to their house, something like that, to stand by earthquake. Is I think around the world, all around the world, I heard only Japanese can issue warning for earthquake, but in a second before earthquake. Only that. It's very difficult at this moment. We have to do something, but not for warning.
The question is on the rural area. I think that for a rural area where you do not have infrastructure like buildings, hospitals, schools, it may not have much effect because it will have a high effect in the dense area with buildings which may be built not to resist the earthquake or seismic in that may be with higher magnitude. And I can give example of Bangladesh. Several years ago, the World Bank has supported funding for study of the city in Dhaka area and nearby areas, and they already have a risk map for earthquakes of different magnitude. So as the Inspector General mentioned, this kind of risk map will be used for preparedness and response plan. So Bangladesh will need to use this risk map for planning how to mitigate and to reduce the casualties or risk when the earthquake strike, and also the evacuation exercise for high-rise building will be necessary because you can run away as quickly as possible once the earthquake strikes. So this is something that need to be done as soon as possible when the earthquake have not been happened. But for rural area, I think that less infrastructure, the impact will be less. Yes.
I will tell our experience. Our experience. I think 5 or 10 years ago, there was one earthquake in the northern part in Chiang Rai province, 6.3 magnitude, and they were around 10,000 houses were damaged by that earthquake, but it's not collapsed. but it cannot use anymore because it's cracking and not safe to stay. This is a big problem for Thailand at that moment. So when the people in those areas would like to make a new house, our local government ask them to put some money, not much money, but put more money for make them resist to earthquake. Put some more iron bar into the structure. Our engineer, they teach them how to do that to make it stronger, but not much money. It's better for them to save their house.
So you mean retrofitting?
No, for the new one.
For the new one, new building.
New building. They have to do something. Put
Okay.
more money.
All right.
Not, more money to make them stronger, but not much money. But it's
All right.
safe for them. It's safe for them. They have to do.
Yeah. Professor Ravindra Kawali from India has raised his hand, please.
Yeah, thank you. With your permission, sir, I would like to ask a question. First of all, the presentation was very informative and also very comprehensive. I've seen the kind of early warning system what Thailand it was developed, and it was really good. I appreciate that. The problem is in India, what I have seen in the landslide cases, that the areas which newer areas are developed, or the villages where suddenly a lot of development or house building happens, in those areas the landslide occurs. There are some areas where people have built the villages, the houses, agricultural land with the traditional wisdom. In those areas, the landslides are usually not occurring. So when you talk about the risk assessment and the mapping of these landslides, so is there any way where we can actually also map the stability of the slopes, so we can predict that okay, these are the slopes which are more susceptible to landslides in future, or certain slopes have a particular kind of carrying capacity, where such kind of activity, only some limited activities should be taken up, or can we have some kind of kind of a rule or regulations, only limited house building or infrastructure building should happen in particular slope. Such kind of system we have in Thailand, because in India we don't have such kind of system. So can we have it so that the landslide hazards can be avoided in future? Because we know that these are the areas which are these susceptible areas are there, but we keep allowing the construction activities going in that area. We're not able to stop that activities, and we know that someday, the other day, the slope is going to collapse. So is there any system where we can actually put this kind of carrying capacity or susceptibility of particular slope areas where the landslide is going to occur? I hope you got my question.
Inspector General, you got the question?
In Thailand, we also have the same problem that the people move to the mountainous area and construct their house on the slope area, directly on the slope area. We have many places like that, especially the tourist site. For example, in the northern part in Chiang Mai, MoNRE or Phetchabun province, there are plenty of resorts that they constructed their resort on the slope and change the land use, and then something happened when you change land use. It's very normal in Thailand also, and it occurs. For example, Phuket also, we have landslide every year from road cutting or slope cutting, something like that. is a big problem in Thailand also. But it's very hard for warning because you change the nature. The local people change the nature. It's very dangerous. We try to put some measurement to those areas, but still on the process. We also have a problem in the slope area.
Inspector Tinnakorn, I think that his question is asking whether government has any rules or any procedure to advise people when they want to build up any house or any building on the slope area. In case that the slope is not supporting the firm construction, maybe law may not permit them to build up anything on that part unless they are the privately owned area. But there should be a way in which government advise or approve the building layout or before permission for construction, something like that. Do we have that kind of system?
We try to control. I think the Town and Country Planning Department. They just compile the guideline. They call guideline, but not acts. We don't have act, yes, for control them. We are still working with the relevant agency to solve this problem also. Because we also see this problem that many places on slope of the mountain, as I told you, the tourist site, there are plenty of resorts that construct on the slope area and on the landslide prone area. We try to control them or suggest them.
Yeah. For example, if you have the risk map area, that you can provide information for people living in the risk area, and also including not only dangerous which may occur due to landsliding during the heavy rain, as well as to build up something in that risk area. We'll need precaution and carefully design structure, something like that. Yeah,
we call guideline or something like
guideline only.
Procedure, something like that.
Yeah, similar to the tsunami guideline. There's no law to enforce people.
Enforcement, no law enforcement.
Yeah. Okay.
We try to do that in the future, especially in the mountainous area, in the forest area. Our ministry would like to have something to enforce them. Because there are many tourist sites becoming bigger and bigger.
Okay. Well, is there any research on risk reduction? As you mentioned that the casualty and maybe damage to infrastructure have reduced since 2011. Heavy rainfall. But do you have any kind of research rather than statistic that your measures, your preparedness response have reduced the risk in the landslide area?
Yes, we have a research. with Kasetsart University, with Dr. Sutisak Sonlam, Kasetsart University. I think we propose one new project area in Chiang Rai province. Doi Chang is a village on the top of the mountain, and this village moving every year 5 centimeters for each year, something for the whole village on the top of the mountain moving. We afraid that they will slide for the whole village, and we try to make something for the research study to stop that moving.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I would like to invite Inspector General Tinnakorn to come to Bangladesh in December to visit sites in Chittagong Hill Tract. I want to start working with Bangladesh and to plan for risk reduction on the highland area, and yeah, I think that I also would like to welcome other country if they would like to join and to discuss planning, because we plan to develop a pilot project on disaster risk reduction and as well as climate change impact. Using the CIRDAP Center on Geoinformatics application to as a platform for decision making and to support the governments in order to share best practices and operation early warning mitigation systems focusing on climate change impact and disaster risk reduction. So if India, for example, Professor Kawali interested in, we could work together on develop this platform. Yeah.
Oh, it's very good. It's very good.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. Yeah, we are also working on the disaster management and all these things. So we are actually working on disaster proofing of our villages in India. So that is our near target. Near future, we are planning for that. Sir. Thank you. Sir.
Yes. Thank you very much.
A little bit more, Dr. Shesa.
Okay.
Actually, our system, early warning system for landslide, when we talk with local people, they apply it for flooding also. In my hometown, they apply it for flooding. They use our system to warning flooding. It's very good for them. So for my hometown now, they have time for 3 hours before water is coming to my house in Lamphun province, because they use our system apply for flooding. It's working very good. It's similar system, but not only landslide, but for flooding also.
Yes. You see, when I mentioned about early warning and mitigation system, that will be the end-to-end system. That means that aparting from planning, using data availability, making decision, participating with community, volunteer, we need to work with the interagency department, because when you disseminate information to them, they have role to play on their own departments, like for rescue or for emergency management, providing food or water to people affected by disaster. And this kind of thing that we like to discuss to make it more effective, and including also the food emergency reserve, that we would like to generate a local self-help system. In case, because they used to have disaster and impact on a yearly basis, sometimes repeating in 1 year several times. In this case, we would like to set up a system, a comprehensive system in which we could not only inform them of the danger, but also to make them an effective recovery by providing food and water for them in case of emergency. So this kind of thing that we would like to set it up and to discuss with you. So in December, I plan to bring you and maybe some of the planner on ICT to come to CIRDAP and to plan with local authority. This will be an example of doing this comprehensive system.
Okay. Happy to help you, Dr. Setsan.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
A little bit more. A little bit more.
Okay.
The local people is very good in the sense of the sensor. They are very good, or you can call it base sensor. People are base sensor. If something happen in the local area, you will get telephone from the local or the network. Suddenly, in 1 minute after the landslide, earthquake, or something happen. But from your sensor, you might get that information after analysis 5 minutes or 10 minutes after that. But the people, you will get information from them after it's happened suddenly. Okay.
Another person, yes, hand raised. You may ask the question.
Sorry, may I, Dr. Supawat, just come in to the meeting.
Okay.
Oh, please.
Dr. Tinnakorn, I would like to say about any big data or any simulation for this scenario whenever suppose you have the cloud or you have a monsoon come to one place and you have any big data or any scenario with the simulating for guessing any flooded or something like this. Do you have anything on this?
For the simulation or model of the weather, we got that information from Thailand. We also have another department we call in Thailand as SOSONOK. We also got that information. We call rainfall data in the grid data for our modeling. For the modeling, we get that data also from SOSONOK. So in Thailand, we have data from Thailand and SOSONOK for the weather data.
Okay, thank you very much. Because I think whenever we flooded in Thailand, but we know the number of rainfall, or maybe you know what the monsoon comes, blah blah blah. But we have no any scenario for best case, worst case, or medium case, something like this, to be the just kind of warning system in dashboard. Something like this, I think it's very useful or profitable for farmer or even researcher to understand, visualize in dashboards in GIS. I think something like this.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Uren, kindly conduct the webinar, please.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your presentation.
Welcome.
And because in your country is holiday also, and in my country also holiday also.
Right. Today is special holiday in Thailand.
Oh, special holiday. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for your kind contribution to the CIRDAP webinar series, and thank you all for joining. And we have another webinar on October 15 for International Day for rural women. So please kindly join, and also tell your networks to join. It will happen at 11 a.m. In Bangladesh time. So kindly join with us. Okay. Thank you so much. Now thank you so much, sir, for having with us for the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.